Oh, this is not a spring chicken. Yes, Obama goes head to head with, well, Ask Men's most influential man of the year, or actually on the top 10 list, Jon Stewart. And it's not quite like Obama would have loved it. Well, we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today because you know what? I can stare too. More provisions being discovered with Obamacare.
Well, it seems like Obama has had it written in one of those to be filled in later, where doctors' hospitals cannot be joined are created while Obamacare takes place, because Obama wants to force all the doctors into handling patients. Unlike the British system where doctors are allowed to join in or not join in, he's going to force you to become a member of Obamacare.
Oh, really?
That's right. Private practice. What good is a private practice if you can't practice at a hospital also?
And White House, the government has been behind every great idea in the U.S. since it was created.
I love that one. I mean, they basically, without the help of the United States government, even before the United States government was a government, the Declaration of Independence was a result of government. The Constitution was a result of the government. The cotton gin was a result of government. The steam engine was the result of the government's, none of the government basically told those people to drop dead.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's basically, they're all on Mary Jane Obama's favorite.
And Obama says that those that don't support him are his enemies.
Oh yeah, I mean the Democrats are mystified, but then they're not as mystified today as they were yesterday when he was saying this. He officially filed the papers yesterday to run for president again.
What?
That's right.
Wait a minute, for 2012?
Yep.
They usually don't. We haven't even had the midterm election.
Not until January at the earliest. This is and basically the day is why. No one wants him. I mean, this guy is totally disliked by everybody.
That's really.
Well, he named the three people that they're planning to run against are Sarah Palin, Mitt Romney, and Mike Huckabee is the ones that they consider to be the ones that he has to run against in 2012, and they said that this should be easy knocking off all of them, which unfortunately, if you understand the president, there may be more truth to those words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he has said he has the legal ability to kill anybody that he thinks is a danger to this nation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they're dangerous to him because they're at the top of his enemies list.
And SEIU, whom has a vested interest in the Democrats winning the election, is in charge of servicing election machines.
Anybody that's got half a brain is going to be challenging every single ballot now is basically signed, because, like I said yesterday, it wasn't just in one place; it was all over the United States. The Democratic candidates were the only ones coming up on the voting machines.
Was SEIU in charge of it for the last election?
Yep. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And Republicans ready their agenda.
But they've already admitted it's not going to go anywhere, because the smarter Republicans, which are the younger ones, they're not Bondiard, he's an older one, all know that Obama is going to veto anything that they do. He can't veto an impeachment resolution, though.
Ooh.
Which is why one of them said last night, he said the only way we're going to be able to save this nation is to put the man behind bars. They're gonna. You think that the Democrats were pissed because he didn't put George Bush behind bars? The Republicans are going to basically. Obama's already admitted that there will be nothing but 2 years of constant hearings over the great things that I have. They're always, like he said, it's always I have done.
You know what? It's not what our party's done. What an ego.
He basically, well, part of the problem was he didn't have his teleprompter last night, and if he doesn't have his teleprompter, he doesn't have people. He's not allowed to use an earbud, no teleprompter. He basically doesn't have the intellectual level to respond to simple questions.
I know, and these are the questions he's answered over and over and over again.
He doesn't it doesn't stick in his head. The only thing that sticks in his head is you don't appreciate the great things that I have done for you. I did what you wanted. No, he did exactly what nobody wanted.
And Fed throws its weight into foreclosure probe.
Yeah, they're going to, they're basically going to criminal investigation of everybody that did loans. Then they're going to have judges mediate every single foreclosure that is done, because we have to make certain that these people weren't the victims of criminal misconduct by the lenders. And the mediation will try to work out a payment schedule between the people that have been paying since Obama became president and the lenders, which means no payment. They said it would be 3 to 5 years before this mess is going to get undone. They said the only way it's going to get undone is when Eric Holder is sitting behind a jail cell.
Oh, and after the midterm elections, Obama will drive bipartisanship.
This is what the Democrats last night, I mean, that he has tried for 2 years, and the Republicans, well, back for Mary Jane Obama again, folks. Whatever they're on, they're still on. Everybody is laughing, yet he's the most bipartisan president in the history of this nation.
And Justice Department vows to stop voter intimidation against minority voters by Tea Party members.
Yeah, but isn't that a good one? I mean, don't you think there's something, you know, right off the bat, he's once again, the Tea Party is on his enemies list. He's going to use the Justice Department to clamp down on him.
And Fed seeing buying $80 to $100 billion a month in new program to help further destroy the worth of the dollar.
Yeah, he's going to $1 trillion to $1.5 trillion. He's going to print up to dilute the value of the dollar, because nobody wants our bonds now. They're junk bond stamps.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And the U.S. acts against 37 companies it accuses of aiding Iran.
Yeah, and part of them are owned by General Electric. He tossed General Electric.
Why is he doing that? General Electric was on his side.
Okay, he tossed all the doctors that supported him. The AMA got tossed under the wheels of his bus this morning. Now General Electric has now been tossed. Well, it turns out that Iran has been more heavily involved in the shenanigans in Afghanistan than Obama thought, because I don't think he can talk to them anymore.
Oh, is that why he's after them?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all has to do with they want to defund the military, but they were already defunding it anyway.
I know, they're going to defund it
so
even
what did
more.
An Alaska Senate race frontrunner isn't on the ballot.
Because she got her butt kicked, and the front runner is the front runner only because she's draining the votes from the Democrat, not from the Republican side. She's getting the Democrats' vote. The Democrat is running a bad third in a state, and they don't allow, the court ruled yesterday that they do not even have to tell you that the woman is running, because there is no provision for write-ins in Alaska on their elections.
Oh, there isn't.
They're using an electronic ballot thing.
Oh, you can't write in a candidate.
No, all you can do is mark other.
Well, is every other supposed to be that lady then? I mean,
that's why they said no, because they don't want to have the court challenge on is every other her, or is every other Mickey Mouse, or is every other Pluto. I know. Voting machines don't have the means of doing a write-in campaign.
Oh, wait a minute. So does that mean she's off the ballot then?
She never was on the ballot.
Isn't on it.
She was never on it. That's why she wanted to be on the independent thing, and the independent, said, they told her, you were thrown out of office. We're not going to support you.
And everyone knew Obama was a socialist when they elected him, according to some of his supporters.
Well, I know, but we don't understand what you people have to be upset about. It was well known that he believed in the far left leanings of Mao Zedong and others, so that when you're bitching about what you knew, no, they didn't know it. The mainstream press buried it.
I mean,
well, I read.
We read it, but see, part of it is he kept on denying, so most of the people don't watch as much or listen to as much news as we do.
But now, though, his supporters aren't denying that he is a socialist. So.
And U.S. regulators scold Google for taking emails.
Well, yeah, they got their X-ray truck going up and down the street. And they said, well, it's only on for an instant. Well, as one of the people said, you weren't supposed to have the goddamn things on people's homes in this country to begin with.
Wait. Am I missing
They're
something?
going up and down streets in this nation with vehicles scanning everything that's inside people's homes. And they're picking up the email. They're picking up all of the stuff stored on their computers. They're doing supposedly street watch or whatever it is, driving their thing up and down the street to scan the thing into their satellites. The problem is the scanning thing also takes everything that's in your house and puts it on there. They said, well, I love this. We immediately delete this material. And they said, well, have you, then why is it still on your system? Well, because there was obviously a miscommunication. No, because Google's gathering information, folks.
Google's the gatherer.
Because they knew the stuff was gathering information home. They was doing up one street, down another street, hitting everything that's inside your homes, even though
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, but they said the government has 50 of those trucks, but they're not supposed to be here. Unfortunately, 50% of those trucks, they're supposed to be used in battlefields or up and down our streets.
Oh.
Nice.
I guess that's where the real battle is, right?
That's Obama at work.
Android soars to 100,000 apps 2 years after the launch.
Well, they said Android is kicking the rear end of Apple. Apple will soon, because they said Google has $2 for every $1 Apple has. They can't compete with them.
And Greenpeace oil is still in the Gulf of Mexico.
But Mary Jane Obama says a microorganism that they'd never known before ate all the oil. It sank to the bottom, folks. Look at all you got 25 miles of dead growth into the marshlands, but he can't see that though.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
That when the people that support you are calling you the same vile names that you're calling people that don't support you, then you know you're in big trouble.